Hello everyone, this is Coach Taylor of Rejuve Medical Fitness, and today we're going to go through an 8-minute full body mobility routine. And this is going to be an excellent routine for people of all fitness levels, so I hope you enjoy it, and let's get right into it. We're going to start on our backs, and we are going to be drawing one knee in towards the chest, pulling it in, starting to get a nice stretch through your hip, right through the glute max. And then you're going to slowly take that knee across the body over to the side, getting that nice stretch through the outer hip. You're going to hold that for a few seconds, and then you're going to draw back in, squeezing that knee in towards the chest again. So breathing out, pulling that leg across, holding for a few seconds, and then drawing back in. So we should get that nice stretch through the outer hip and also into that lower back. We'll just do this a few more times and we'll switch sides. And as well, you can also bring that knee across and reach out towards the opposite side to get a nice stretch through the upper spine as well. Breathing out as you stretch across, holding for a few seconds, feeling that nice stretch, and then breathing in. Good. Switching sides, drawing that other knee in. Once again, feeling that stretch along the hip, and then bringing that leg across as you potentially reach out to the side and get that nice stretch through the upper spine. So really nice hip mobility stretch here. Breathe out, bring that leg across, rotate to the opposite side, holding for a few seconds. As you start to loosen up or flexibility starts to increase, you can definitely stretch a little further, pushing the boundaries of your flexibility. Good, we'll just do 2 more. Breathe out, rotate, and pull that knee to the floor. Once more. And awesome. That is the first one there. That is our lumbar rotation. So the next mobility stretch is for our lat muscles, which are in our armpits here. And when these muscles are overly tight, it limits our ability to externally rotate and actually contributes to a forward rounded posture. And with that, we actually have limited ability to lift our arms overhead even. So let's focus on mobilizing through our upper body now. So if we take our hands, we stack them together on the floor, and we draw back through the hips as far back as you can, holding for about 5 seconds. Taking a deep breath in as you release, breathing out as you really pull back through the hips. So those hips should go more so behind you than back down towards the floor. Taking a deep breath in, breathing out, getting a nice stretch. You should feel that right through the armpits. Great. We'll do 1 more of those. Deep breath in, drop the chest, sink really far back through the hips. Don't let the hips rest on the ankles. And then we're also going to stretch each individual lat. So if I stack my hands to one side and now I pull to my opposite hip, I'm going to get a nice stretch through that right lat this time. Still holding for about 5 seconds, releasing, deep breath in, sitting back once again, pulling to that opposite hip. Very nice. We'll just do 1 more of those. Breathing out, drawing back. Excellent. Then let's do the opposite side as well. So drawing back through the hips, pulling to that opposite hip once again. Excellent, getting that nice stretch. As things do happen to loosen, you can definitely pull a little further back, increasing that stretch a little more. Once more, keeping those hands nice and planted. Don't let them draw in, and really pull back through the hips. Perfect. So should feel that nice stretch and should feel really great. Okay, so the next stretch is going to be for the muscles between our shoulder blades. It is going to be the thread the needle stretch. So we're going to place our hands on the ground just like the last one. We're going to draw an arm out to the side, take a deep breath in, and then breathe out as we draw that arm all the way through as far as we can, holding for a few seconds, then taking a deep breath in, reach out to the side and reach through. Trying to reach through as far as you can. Deep breath in, out to the side, deep breath out, reaching through, really trying to feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. And we'll work the other side then, reaching out wide, reaching through, breathing out. Should feel that nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Just keeping the hips up high, mostly trying to rotate through our upper spine here. Palm is up towards the sky. Let's do one more. Great. And we'll just do a little chest opener stretch next. So we're gonna take that arm out wide this time, and now I'm gonna draw my head away from the arm, turning my head to the side and stretching through now the chest and the front of the shoulder. I'm going to release, and then I'm gonna draw back out wide again, breathing out, bringing that shoulder nice and close to the floor. Breath in, breath out, nice chest stretch. Once again, a lot of people carry a lot of tension through their chest there. We'll work the other side as well. Just holding for a few seconds each time. Great, we'll do two more, breathing out. Draw that shoulder into the ground. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And release. Okay, so the next stretch is an awesome stretch for your hip flexors and a nice mid-back stretch as well. So you're gonna be in a nice lunging position. Your arms are on the insides of the legs, and depending on your flexibility, you may even be able to get your forearms to the floor. But what we're looking for is planting one hand and then reaching up and to the opposite side, holding for a few seconds, and then drawing back down, getting as low as you can. Trying to keep that back leg nice and straight, extending through your hip. Reaching up, rotating, holding for a few seconds, feeling that nice stretch through the mid-spine, dropping back down, holding for a few seconds, reaching, rotating. Awesome. Then we'll do the other side. Other foot is in front, starting with the hands or the forearms closer to the ground. Reach, rotate, up nice and high. Perfect. Should feel that nice stretch through the hips in the front. Reach, rotate, holding for a few seconds, breathing out. Breathing in as you release. Once again, you can either have your hands planted or your forearms planted. Reach, rotate, hold. Awesome. Once more. Breathing out, holding, reaching up as high as you can, getting a nice twist through the upper back. And release. So the next mobility technique is going to be the deep squat, and this is going to be a great one for your hips, knees, and ankle mobility. I'm going to be using a milk jug with some water on this one just to give me a little extra resistance. And if you don't have that, you can use a dumbbell or plate or something that's a little more weighted. But what we're looking for is holding that weight in front of us, pointing the toes out, getting into as deep of a squat as you can. And we want to have the knees kind of in the same direction as where the toes are. And then just shifting over to one side, holding for a few seconds, shifting over to the other side. You should feel that nice stretch to the back of the ankle and through your hips. And make sure you're just going within a comfortable range on this one. So it shouldn't feel uncomfortable in the knees at all. And you're aiming towards the outer side of your toes. We don't want to go towards our big toe because that's going to cause some problems there. So towards the outer toe, just holding for a few seconds each time, getting a little shift. If you do struggle to get into this low squat position, you could also hold on to a countertop or something and just sink as low as you can and kind of do a similar movement to this. But just a few times side to side. Coming back out of that. And this is going to be a great technique to help you get into that nice deep squat position. Okay, moving on to the last mobility technique. This is both a stability and mobility technique for the shoulder. You're going to need a weight again for this one, so hopefully you have that jug of water or a dumbbell or kettlebell or something. You're going to have that in your left hand, you're going to have your left leg in front, and you're going to have your back leg kind of angled to the side. You're going to reach that weight overhead, and you're going to gently bring your opposite hand down towards the floor, sitting back through the hips a little bit as you reach up towards the sky. Holding that for a few seconds, coming back up tall. So we're trying to do this without shrugging our neck upwards. We don't want to have that tightness through the neck. You want that arm to be fully locked out, and you want your shoulder blade to be nice and stable, so draw it towards the midline. Breathing out, holding, and depending on your mobility and flexibility, you may be able to get to that forearm to the floor. So we're just doing about 5 of these. Try your best to look up towards your weight in the air. Good. Other side. So right leg is in front, left leg is angled in behind you, reaching that jug above the head. And then slowly rotating, sitting back through the hips and looking up towards the sky. Breathing out, rotating, reaching, keeping that arm locked out. Should feel that shoulder blade coming towards the midline, and just be conscious of your neck once again. Let's do one more of those. As I said, you can always go forearm towards the ground as well. Perfect. Hope you enjoyed that little mobility routine there. As you practice it more and get more used to it, I'm sure you'll get even quicker with it. But I'm hoping that you notice how great your body feels as a whole after finishing those exercises, and I hope it leaves you feeling great. Feel free to use this as a warm-up or cool down after your workouts, and it'll be of great benefit then as well. We'll see you in the next video very soon.